There's no disciplinary committee actually in Zambia. There are people in Zambia that have named themselves disciplinary committee, and those people are fans. So my prayer was, God, please give me a chance so that I can give people this music, because I know they really need it somewhere. My music is not just about dancing. In every song that I do, there's just one common thing that I want people to get. Even if Kakushana, but I just want you to get something. If you learn from it, I'll be satisfied. That's why I was saying, if you really believe in what you are doing and you like it, to understand it, you will never wait for any time to come. I'm really still pushing. That's why I'm spending PhD ngeshona kwata, shona bombila kuma show whatsoever ma feature. Ngana kwata kushubweke sham. Nafuti na kwata na shubweke sham. But in this take invest pa no. I don't care about what people think about my look. It's not about my looks. You don't need to worry about artists whatsoever. You're really going to be proud of me when the day comes. Why are you going to call yourself my fan if you're not going to accept me for me? Then you're not my fan. You don't really like me. You don't understand me. I just don't think it's okay for people to find means and ways to make you look bad. Or is the way I want to use. It just got to my attention. I really got hate because of that. Whatsoever I did last year maybe was nothing to people. I never asked for competition. They made a competition. I never asked to be chosen as how you know to refer. They chose me.
It's time for the big conversations. Telling stories of movers and shakers, of industry giants and daring professionals. It's time for the conversations that change your perspective on life. The kind of conversations that shape entrepreneurs and move careers forward. If you don't know where these conversations are found, we are sending you a GPS. But if you're listening to this voice right now, you are here. Welcome to the Growth Podcast. This is the GPS.
All right. So here, welcome to the podcast. We have really been enjoying some good conversations, I think, over the past few weeks. This, I think, is episode number, is it 26 or 27, I think. We had a conversation last week around careers, but the thing about the podcast that I like so much and most people relate to speaks to the diversity of our guests. We don't just speak to a particular class of people. I think we've had CEOs on the podcast. We've had some people that are thriving in their professional careers. We had a conversation with a lady who's, working for a bank. Now we are shifting things up a little bit. We're having a conversation. I think this is our first musician that we're having on the podcast. We had Ndinema, but he's more a comedian than a musician. But this is the first mainstream artist that we're having on the podcast. And I'll tell you the reason why we're having this conversation. And I was saying this to him not so long ago, and I was saying, look, people think they know you. But the truth is, there's actually a lot more to the actual person that people don't know. And also, we bring this conversation so that people can, better appreciate the actual artist as a human being and as a person. Because you feel like, because you know these people, they're invincible, they can take anything. But that's another conversation we're having today. And I am pleased to welcome Chile one, Mr. Zambia. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, sir.
It's good to have you.
It's good to work with you too. Yeah, like having this chat with you. Yeah.
No, I look forward to this conversation. So what's your like government name? Because we know Chile one, but obviously that's not on the NRC.
Yeah. Chile Wadia Obed.
Oh, Chile.
Obed is the first name.
Okay.
Wadia me do then Chile.
Oh, Chile is the last name.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, Bemba, you can't tell whether Chile is, because I've got a friend who's Chile is the last name. Others Chile is the first name, I know like Chile Wale, the musician, so that tells you your story. So how did you find yourself in music, Chile?
I started having interest in music when mom used to go to church, because my mother was a choir mistress. She was a leader, and she's still a leader, even by now. So by then I was just a child. I was just I was, I think, 7, 6, 7. So kwale bakula konkafe. Whenever she goes, you go. They're having a competition, you join. So now I'm the only child. So there were two activities to like they've gone for rehearsals. Yeah. So when they go for rehearsals, me I'll be coming. Now so but I'll be chasing back. So if then I'll be doing it as well. Then I'll be on the middle. I'm irritating them, but to me it was making sense because I really loved it. I didn't know that they're pangé Chile or what. Yeah.
Okay, but so if you are singing at church, why didn't you do gospel music?
That was a plan of it. But sometimes you can't change what was meant to be. Even if now today switch to gospel, maybe I don't know. But the plan was I'll be doing gospel. I remember by then there's a team I made because me I like doing to my things. I like making to my groups, what to my place team, like so I made a team of just the two of me and my friend. So we used to call ourselves Lumpa Brothers. I remember. So we're making to my hip hop gospel. Yeah, I was rapping, I was doing singing. So what happened was koskuru yakwe wati wale crashing akwa kama anakashi ine amli I love you na chai. Wale crashing akwa kama anakashi no mpaka me I didn't have that courage of telling the woman I love you. Me I started to kwa anakashi after nishini mposha na grade 12. But I was just crashing on that girl. I really loved her but I didn't know how to reach and how to tell her whatsoever. So the fairly panga sensi whether na panga shan so I decided to do a song. I made a song. Better fenga na imba maybe I'll feel better. So I did a song. Then me trying to malo ashokwa nomba. So but after ena shokwa I was like but the same song I don't even know I started promoting the song. Kambo kuya so upo wala pisa sanga kubale comfort. Then okay, this is good. I think I'll do a last. You understand that? I'll do the last one so that I just continue with what I'm doing. Then I did another one. They loved it. That was I wasn't into music into music, but I was just trying how best I can be if I'm doing it on my own. That was 13, 14. Grade 12. Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay, the first time I heard about you and your music, I escorted a friend of mine to a kitchen party in Kablonga. So you know that time when the guys are coming in with the guy and whatnot, and this song was playing. I was like, I never heard this song before. It's a very good song.
Which one? For Walk.
Yes. So I was telling someone, I was like, yo, this song, who sang this song? I know this song is playing at every kitchen party. I was like, are you serious? And after that, almost every kitchen party I've gone to, that song is there. Was that your first song?
Yeah, that was my first hit, not first song. The first song I did I'm now into music was Journey to Success. That was in 2018. That's when I decided to start doing music, like being who I am, being at Chile one.
Okay.
I was just doing things because I tried this, I tried that, but I decided to be music in 2018.
In 2018?
Yeah, that's why I did the song Journey to Success, which says, no matter what comes my way,
okay. And so you do this Journey to Success, obviously wasn't a hit.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And how many songs did you have that were not hits before Fwe Wakuchao?
Probably has to be 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yeah, 4 or 5. It was Journey to Success. I'm very sure people doesn't even know this. Then there's If You Cheat on Me, It's Up to You. Then there's Nakano Kupembela on the middle. Then there's Forevermore. Yeah, there are 5. There's Forevermore. Then there was Ishimbisha Isapisha National Ishimbi. In fact, if you quite 8, 7. There was like this one which is Be My Wife. Be My Wife didn't make it, but now it's big. There was a song like Nasangwana Bengi. It's big. It's already 1 million plus. I did it before I hit it. Then there was also Facebook Lover.
Yeah, I know that one. My Facebook Love, I know that one.
Even Facebook Love, I did it before making it. But Facebook Love, I did it last year, in 2021.
Okay.
Before I came on scene. That was September, November.
Okay.
That's when it came out. That's the time I came to Lusaka pushing the thing. That's when I had an interview with Edina.
Yes.
Yeah,
the one that went bad and yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was in 2021. At the time I did Facebook Love. So even the interview came out at the time where Tapo ya ringi fena ukufumina. Aishi fumafeni nomba ya chitika.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so did you ever feel like giving up? Because you do one song, te hiti, another song, te hiti.
No, I never felt like
What kept you going?
In me, there's been that thing, even at now, I still feel it. There's that thing which says, there's this, that which you need to meet. So, just need to relax. Kwenda face just in a normal way. One thing I understand is, if you just understand what you are called for and what you're really doing, you understand it all. Ofunyamo in manic activities, you need to do that, then you do this. Ofunyapo if you say, I still understand that the process is like this. Okay, feel like so I need to do this. Inen kalash tafio kwesha so. I need to try pushing so just in a normal way. Washtan understand that if you fizuma, you can make it. Not kubutukila sana. Because kwa if naisa sangopo walenje wasana mwache aba no bebadi shakai minchi la bombo. The only person who watched take coffee when Black Moon too. And just Black Moon. Blackface. Yeah, Blackface. I watched take coffee as in Akale. That was the person who like presented once to the bombo. Now this time like kwadia ba let to look so I don't know about the manga but penafi. It can't happen to you. It can't work out. Like, we'll see about that. You know, my family, your uncle has been doing music and you think you're going to make it. But I knew what I was doing. I really understood what I was doing. I was making sure I was satisfied that yes, this is it. So my prayer was, God, please give me a chance so that I can give people this music. Because I know they really need it somewhere. But there is something that I need to tell people, but through music. But how? Anyway, you know what's going to happen in the next few years, but I'll wait.
Okay.
And I really did.
What is the thought process like for you in terms of coming up with a song? What has to happen? You know.
What song?
No, I'm saying, so for example, you want to do a song, any song.
Yeah.
What inspires you? Your lyrics, you write your own songs, does someone write for you? And also, before you answer the question, what I'm actually asking is there something that has to happen in your life, for example, then you write a song? Or maybe you see something in someone else's life and then you write a song? Or maybe it's your experiences or other people's experiences. What's the thought process?
An artist has to be ready for the situation he is. What if you tell me that sing about this? Sing about this situation. How are you going to narrate it? So if I just say I need to wait for one situation to happen to me, then I do it. There are so many situations that people are really going into. So I need to check. My people okay in this situation? Like, how are they coping this side? So understand, like there's a song I did which is Make Me Understand. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yes, I know it.
Make Me Understand is a song which talks about Wamkabin, me loving Wamkabin.
Yeah, that's the one with the guy from Pali, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was like, how am I going? Oh, if it was me, how can I solve this? Like really, let me put myself in the shoe. Let me be the person who went down Wamkabin, because it's not really easy. I need to be a disturber and go for Fiala Monica. So I really need to put myself in a shoe, being in love with a person, the girl, so that I understand. Because you know, when someone is in love, you can't say anything. You can just tell you but you can't really control them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So love is between two people. And what according to everyone should understand after questions. How can I solve it? Because I'm in a situation. So the song was everything was good, but I really needed to decide that no, the only thing which can chase me is my decision, not another person's decision. My decision telling me just leave this girl and go.
Okay.
That's why I said na hata wakatali mbona. That's why it says you can go your way. Lesangali tuwe kilesha pamumu inakatuwesha. You'll find a way. Because kwa papo futi na fiupo, there's another situation you can see. Kwa papo fiupo fimu abantu wambe bali bili fishati chupo chini, but the chupo chakwe. You get it?
Yeah.
She really need to find another man. Uwakwe. No, but ala chitasha understand that chite chupo chakwe. We also really need to find another way for people to understand that. Me, my music is not just about dancing. In every song that I do, there's just one common thing that I want people to get. Even if kakushana, but I just want you to get something. If you learn from it, I'll be satisfied. Because even God, I told God that please give me this chance because I want to talk to people. I want to help them. I'm very sure ngakoba abamni your situation. Bali sta relate, bali idila, and some tried. Maybe to others it's working for them. Others, not yet.
When did you realize that, okay, I think now it's happening, you know? When did you realize that the music was now becoming successful?
To me, myself.
Yes. At what point, what happened for you to realize, I think want to, you know, what my music yanti, things are moving now?
The time I didn't even make it, that's the time I realized. Because I remember there's a song I did, Chimbachi Kuku. So what I used to do, I perform church. This time I perform a prophet because they've really taken my music. Oh, I'm not convinced that music is secular. It's not secular, it's contemporary music. That's why even the time I was doing Yonse upcoming session Yonse, I used to go to church live, so my music. There's a song I did which was a Chimbachi Kukutafu Manokuma. It's a song which was talking about a lady upira kuma wandala manomba tale muneka buna bafyashita bamutemenwe so aisa kunganga taba fyashine bale fo kumpushye chupo abamwaume so what should I do then nganga yampero tumuti sayina ngawamkubika tutushuga wasendula bikira mumenshi then tuso tule bika nani bunga mkabwali then bakala slow poison. So in doing that nganga yamfundiro kwa techkuko all the no forest terrorist pretend kula fwala ichitenge kula. So what happened was by some boku kuchita get wrong munshira muna mwina balekala. So she started loving the mother started loving the woman. So one day I started putting a BP ka singa BP fya enati na tfyala stiko kubera kunganga yawo na papa tampeni mtu wakubaposha, which is bringing them back together. No kusema na kupera fya ni mtu wa chikuku. There's nothing for you to kill your mother. She just wanted you to be in a good way. So people started loving my music when I was. So I realized, no, I need to take this path.
How easy has it been for you to get to where you are?
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy actually, but I really just believed. That's why I was saying, if you really believe in what you are doing and you like it, to understand it, you will never wait for any time to come. Because even me, there was a time I was just doing that. In a very even 3 people or 10 people are listening to my music. As long as now I understand, I'm satisfied. But I just want a big audience to understand what I'm talking about. Because it's power. Must understand.
Yeah.
But I understand that this is really what I need to do. This is really what I have to do. If you will never wait for any other time to come. If you have case I'm post up of it. Even the time actually big, I knew that this day is coming. I didn't get surprised.
How is the response like in Chile, Womboy hometown?
They still love me. They still come.
Okay. And the music business in Zambia, obviously you didn't make money from your first few songs, right?
No,
because then people hardly knew you, the numbers were not that much.
Yeah.
At what point did you start, making money from your music? Because obviously you spend money on studio time and whatnot and promotion and whatnot. At what point did you now start making money off of music?
Ineta pako kola sana pako wati nangwati unalaba nomchushu bwande nangwati nambo kumvati shanshani no fuma my flesh fika fikwa yesterday, so I don't really need to mona kwati na papita sana ishta. I'm really still pushing. That's why in the sana spending PH ngesho na kwata shona bombila kuma show whatsoever ma feature ngana kwata kushubweke shamu nafuti nakwata na shubweke shamu, but in the stako fe invest panono. I started having kukwata my businesses. What is song for back chama media? After for back chama it's a break afe. It was big. I never understand. So, bala nchitapa kushoti. Men show yakupolu chelo yamba 19 hours yakupolu chelo. Ngwetolo imbolo. Not kumoksho. Okuinge. Imagine ishashala tavashi shiba. Are they not going to be bored? Na nesa kama tawa bored angana mokwimba. But really my performance was helping me. And what I like mostly when I know that people doesn't know this song, I'll be like, please, I don't want you to make noise. I just want you to understand the song a bit. Something. So while I get that attention, bala mfawini. Shimona malive wa ina church. Bala bantu balolombeni mbosha nyutalo mfapolo anyulwa mwikisha. Oh, what's wrong with mine? So yo ine type yo esa mbukulenga bantu awunga nabe tawa alisho performance. So I started at least making some money. Until nashira stana join ama streaming platforms aya shafishi byakale kwa lefya post pale ba Zambia music blog wa pela I didn't know about monetizing the YouTube channel. I didn't know about having TuneCore and other accounts. I don't know, but now that I really understand it, yeah, it's really working for me.
The first time that you went into music, you mentioned that you're an only child. How did your mother feel about the music? What were her first thoughts? Okay, Bemba, I don't speak Bemba very well. But when you first told your mother that, look, I'm going into music, did you first tell her or share the song first? Which one happened first?
She was told, I guess.
She was told. And what did she think?
No, she didn't tell me on the first day. My mother is that person, is too protective. She's been a Sunday school teacher. Okay, she's a leader just in everything. She loves just leading. She's a Sunday school teacher. She also made me a Sunday school teacher. Everywhere she goes, I need to go. Kuli competition, kuli senge, whatsoever, I need to go with her. So, after one for why she shan. Until I even became a director of church. I started leading the team as well. So, her mind was like, I think it was white chef. Until one day she told me, what decided never what are you doing? And then I was like, I really love what I'm doing, but Mr. Kamana san. Shall I forget about Pela Mr. Kamana san? Kolaja church, don't church. Even the time I made it big, I was still going to church. I was still going to choir. It's just that Ningwa talk of a distance, back home. I can't be going back every time, but yeah, even here I found the church. The same church. I go to the same church.
Okay. I want you to tell me what kind of musician you are, because there are some musicians who go to a show, make some money, go and buy clothes, buy a car, those things where people can see that, okay, Chile one number, into what and what. Or are you that musician? Because I know you mentioned a bit about investments and whatnot. Are you the kind of musician who you make money, or you're building a house, or you're trying to, maybe help your mother or what? Do you really care what people think about you in terms of how you look and whatnot?
No. I don't care about what people think about my look. I think even time before I made it, there's some girl and I gave this same answer I'm going to give you. It's not about my looks. You don't need to worry about the artist, whatsoever. You're really going to be proud of me when the day comes. The day you're going to see what I've been doing, what I've been trying to do. Yeah. Then I'll come here what? I know where I came from. I know my background. Most of you want support quite sana but if I have enough past then quite when I'm believe that you could have been sharp on I would have been sharp or a fuck of a pressure go sharp, but you don't know me. The same way I don't know you. Yeah. So there are just some things whereby I'm a blend on my own. There are other blends as well. So if you think I'm not really impressing you in some things, just wait for a bit. And I think But for me, just wait for me. Wait for me. A time is going to come whereby you're going to be impressed. This time I'm an artist, yes. But I'm really doing this not just for music, but for a lot of things, which I can't mention. I can't just mention my plans and whatsoever I'm doing with my money and whatsoever I have to do with my money. Or you telling me what I need to do with my money. Or you telling me what I should be looking. It's me. You like it or not. Why are you going to call yourself my fan if you're not going to accept me for me? Then you're not my fan. You don't really like me. You don't understand me. Yeah.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to find out from you is, you see, when you were starting out in the beginning, obviously you didn't know what the music industry was like the first time. But now that you are in it, how do you deal with people that are just out to get you? Because like you said, not everyone likes your music. Even you, there are a lot of musicians in Zambia or around the world. You don't like all of them. You get the point. There's some music you don't listen to, some you listen to it. But there's just some people that are spiteful, want to like, that kind of thing. Yeah. Do you let it get to you? How does that affect you when you see comments on Facebook or Instagram that are negative about you, or they compare you with other people? Does that get to you? Does that discourage you? Does that, destroy your mood?
I really never like used to. Okay. I really just don't even like my comments whatsoever happens. Like the whole year last year, I really did my best in avoiding every situation, every. Don't sort of to my comparisons, to my. Everything about my looks, my whatsoever. I knew. Now I understood that if you there will be times where I'll be facing such things, and I know I have to find means and ways to get over them. It's just that there are times whereby the people you trust and the people you think they really understand something that you also understand, they get involved into it. You get it. You feel there's a time I felt disappointed. Let me not go far. Let me just say it. A time they talked about, there was a wrap up. There was I'm a top 10 last year. Yeah, I know they talked about a lot of artists, and I understand about that, but I just don't think it's okay for me to tell you let me just which way can I use? I just don't think it's okay for people to find means and ways to make you look bad, or is the way I want to use. Okay. Chishibe. Let's understand, but they really got to, like, they got my attention and everything by saying, because last year they were talking about it, and someone I respect posted, and if today you're trying to avoid it, then try to say your views are sympathetic. If you also feel sympathetic, and you have a disciplinary committee without barrier, they're forgetting that there's no disciplinary committee actually in Zambia. There are people in Zambia that have named themselves disciplinary committee, and those people are fans. So that got to me because I really asked myself this question that, okay, why? Did I post something different to tell the disciplinary committee that you should really do this for me? Don't vote for anyone else apart from me. Please give me all the awards. I need to get them. Did I do that? Or did I really try to post that? Please. Or what term did I use for me to say sympathize with me?
did my music somehow tell people that this person needs sympathy? So like, after someone says, all the songs were sympathetic whatsoever, no, he wasn't supposed to, because if you want to feel that they are not worthy, you understand? And then someone posted, Chimweka posted, because I know whatsoever, I'm not trying to hide anything, saying the 2022 whatsoever was like this, Chile one, it just got to my attention. I really got hate because of that. Whatsoever I did last year maybe was nothing to people. Because they didn't get it, because they only wanted to use me to someone, to whatsoever they want. They really made me feel I don't deserve anything I got. How can you really put Chile One as the most viewed song last year? 2, the top 1 and 2 is my songs. They're my songs. And the same people were the one who are kind of saying those things. And after all my hard work, my fans were but that's just how it is. You never convince the fan. So whatsoever they are going to, they are bringing me down. Whatsoever they are going to hear, they are going to follow. So now penanga wala that sympathetic. They are sympathetic. How do they want people to be looking at me now? But mpela sympathy bonsa wale ndoresha nangu. Bonsa wa mnoga ngata. Uyu music yakwe bamufila fyoluse. What? I really don't want to talk about this, but I really just didn't feel good about that. But one thing I know is in life, no matter what you are doing, remember there are also people who are working at you. You're not just alone in this country. Your business you're doing, there are also people who are doing this. There are people who are doing it better than you. There are people you are doing better than them. There are also people who are trying hard, just even to make a living out of what you are doing. And if you try to look down on other people and appreciate yourself more than other people, it's not good. Honestly, there was a point I heard which also shocked me, because I thought that they have to understand, saying, I want competition. And quite alright, even the fans are talking about almost everyone. I don't know if it's people, almost everyone. Even then that I want to conquer, I'm trying to compete. Whenever did I do something to compete with someone? Whenever did I write that I want to compete with someone? I never did that. I never asked for competition. They made a competition. I never asked to be chosen as how you know to refer. They chose me. They loved my music. If it's bad, why not choosing other people's music? If it's boring, why not going for people who are making you excited? So, is it even really necessary? Like, I somehow feel, even if in a random, maybe I don't need to add it in this interview.
All right, Chile One. When you go through things that, depress you or discourage you or demotivate you, who do you have in your life that you go to and talk to and say, look, I'm going through this. I don't know how to deal with this. How can I, deal with this situation? What advice do you have for me? Who do you have in your life?
Mostly, I just have God. Yeah. There are times where I break down, but no one can even notice that I'm broken. I really don't like telling people about my problems, so that's why na wafe concerned and she feel fintu na fipiti dafi. Nisha seka fi kustavi ya kutukufintu. Finger phone chita sana avoid. After mba fifyapta. Fya just talk to God, say, no, God, you know why you allowed this to happen, and you know why this should happen. Fiyapta twalanda finalesa landa na ini twalanda. Yeah. Then nawa kuntumina mafoni bantumina kufita fini bankosedesha ko ngana ngukakuli abeshibe baningata beshibe adila po afili abafili ashidandufi. Yapo malo na chita move on. Kaya ma problems twasanga yapachalo.
No, and then also you won a lot of awards last year. I think I saw the Kwacha Music Awards. You won a number of them. I saw your mom pick up some awards for you at the Diamond as a Personality of the Year Awards. How did those awards make you feel? What did they tell you in terms of how people feel about your music? Because there are a number of them. And I think the last time a musician won that number of awards, the last time I can remember, I think must have been Slap D at those, what were those awards again? Those Zambian Music Awards. And seeing someone like you, relatively young, some people say you're an upcoming artist. And if we were to judge by that, then you are the most decorated, upcoming artist. All those awards, what did they mean to you in terms of the hard work you've put in to see that people then decide to say, you know what, let's give this young man his flowers. Let's give him the awards. How did those awards make you feel?
At that time, they made me feel good, but honestly speaking, this time I don't feel like they are really my awards. I just feel maybe they are not mine. Someone else deserves it. Because can we really just... Are you going to cut this? Because I think I wouldn't love this to be in the interview. Just about Shama awards whatsoever.
You see why I'm asking Chilewan is because there are a lot of people that want to win an award, and some people will vote for you without even knowing whatever drama is happening, what and what.
That's the reason why I've said you should just cut it. Is I might discourage someone as well. And I can encourage, but mostly I can discourage someone because I don't feel good about it. They discouraged me about it.
Why do you allow people to dictate how you should feel? And why I'm asking you that is because, like I said, you're a brilliant young musician. You still have a long way to go.
And
if you continue, allowing people to make you feel like you don't deserve something, like someone else deserves it, to be honest, it's really going to discourage your music, you know. And I feel like
this year I'm starting off again, just doing something on my own. I don't know. I was going to be Ngabakesa Wikati, Nafutin sympathy whatsoever. But we'll really try to work hard. This time, because in the music, whether you award me, I'm already awarded. I'm already awarded what I wanted.
What was the question? Okay, can you just repeat it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. The camera was on you.
That's fine.
Okay.
So anyway, my point is this, and maybe you talked about encouraging people and discouraging people and whatnot. This is why I asked you, and this is why I feel like I want you to look at it from a different perspective. Even people who work in companies,
Yeah.
Not everyone can win an award. Some people will not. Let me just finish. Some people work very hard in the company. Others don't work hard. They just sit back. They go for work late. Others don't show up. The day they say we're going to give the award to Moses, the guy that never even worked, did nothing, will go and start a rumor about, no, Moses is sleeping with that boss, is sleeping with that one. So if Moses decides, you know what, because they are talking about this, then let me just quit my job. But then Moses has got children at home. Moses is a parent. He's got kids who have to go to school. Moses has a wife. So if Moses decides to quit because Jonathan said Moses is sleeping with the boss, he's not going to go far. And that's why I asked you in the beginning, how do you deal with these things? Do you have thick skin? Who do you talk to? Who do you want? Because that also then sets the tone for your future? Because like I said, Fewa Kuchao may not be your biggest song. You do a big song next year, a really big song. But are you going to hold back because no, they said it's sympathy, said it's what? Don't you also think that those people that, create those conversations about sympathy are just trying to discourage you because that thing they say, and it sounds like it's a cliche, but it's a truth. Thing they say,
listen,
mangoes.
It can't be a problem if the people who are talking about that are just people who don't know what they are talking about. It's okay. Chimono that that's not really my concern. My concern is for people who really have to understand. I'm with you in the same thing. You're the one saying it. You are the one putting the competition. You are the one putting. If you're going to mass sympathy saying, you won't make it what your man show list. I want to feel list of your. If you're money what, like me, I've really tried to avoid this. I really don't compete with anyone. I compete with myself.
So yes, I'm saying, why don't you focus on that?
I really focus about, did you hear what I said? Like last year, I really did my best in just avoiding every other people because nalesho mfila fekuba ntu wambi. Until kumuntu mfili na monati, no, tafile fya stika kule abantu. Why? Them talking about it.
Have you heard that saying? They say the biggest thing about betrayal, or the most painful thing about betrayal, is that betrayal never comes from your enemies. Have you heard that before, Chilewa?
So, to help people, because I don't want anyone to feel I complained about this. I just wanted to go off I don't want to talk about it. It's just, nafipita nifila fini. Because nangufyafu mafya karandika futi wakambo kulanda the same thing.
All right.
Could you answer my question? Could you answer my question, Stan?
Yeah, no, look, there's a lot to talk about. Maybe let's try and speak a little bit into your. The song you did with Muzukanji was a really good song. I like the build-up in terms of how you guys promoted it in the beginning, the anticipation and whatnot. Whose idea was that?
It was my idea after Bombshell's manager. I think it's Bombshell's manager. Didn't allow to work with her for some reasons. Bombshell was supposed to be in the same video. Shinachaka even sent her the song. She heard it and she liked it. Yeah, so after I started kupita kuli Bombshell, that's when I thought of let me use Muzukanji. Because Muzukanji was the person who was supposed to be in Fewa Kuchao song at the first time. I really wanted to work with Muzukanji. So yeah, that Muzukanji ala bomba in Fewa Kuchao shanshan. So upon I no, I think I really need to work with her. For last time I worked with her, I was supposed to work with her, but it failed. But I think this time around it's going to work.
Okay.
I called her, I contacted her. It was business, nothing else. Then we discussed how it's going to be. It was a strategy of me finding a way to promote my music.
Okay.
The new song was going to come out. Because it's a game of numbers, the way they say. Yeah.
Did it go the way you planned?
Exactly. Though now it came to a point where people started adding up things. But it's people again, which I don't care.
Yeah, you can't avoid that. And so, in the future, where do you see your music, let's say 10 years from now?
10 years from now? I'm a big fish in Africa. Not just Africa, maybe for worldwide. Yeah. Because I still feel like I really need to do something big again. Something is still coming. We'll be working.
Okay. Who is in your team? Your management. Who is in your team? And tell me also, how did you find them?
I really don't talk about my team. I'm not yet going to expose my team.
No, I'm not saying their names or whatever, but in terms of, for example, you are the actual talent. Okay. Obviously, you do have a manager. I want you to talk about how do you manage the Chile One brand. And why I'm asking that is because most musicians find it difficult to find other people to work with. So you find one person is doing the same music. If you want to book them, you call the same artist. They manage themselves because they don't trust other people around them, you know? And that's why I'm saying, how did you find your team? Because some people you find, you know, you are working, you know, so there's that chibeleshi, you know, that thing where there's a gig this side, your friend, I forgot. So you miss opportunity, you miss business because the friendship is too much. But some people find your manager, it's just business. You don't know each other, what and what. It's just you just manage the Chile One brand, the business, and it works very well. And that's what I'm saying. So when I say who is in your circle, who's in your, that's what I wanted to find out.
Okay. They're just simple people like me. People who really understood my music, who really like have vision about me, my brand. Like they even give me that thing of me not changing a team because we really work together with them. They really try by all means to see the better me. And I'm really appreciating what they are doing. And there is a time where I'm going to like just put them on the table, say, you know, there was a time by this time wale mekakwa na show pakwati nshakwata na management twalelusha na vena. Kwa vena time yako wati tatukwete po influence but twabomba na vena twamipela you think bali kwete. Yeah.
How frequently do you record like new music? How frequently do you like write your scripts, write, you know, songs and whatnot? And also when you first do your first song, do you have specific people that you, listen to this, what you think, people that are in your inner circle? Or you just trust your own instinct?
Nina kwate iftala nichala. Iftala na kwate po fya wamina. Ngandeta likamfule ninchi bafondeta likiapo unless ngashishu. So when I know this is really nice, this is what has to happen. Ninji shwati. Bambi fita bafimone. It's like vision. It's like me ninji minina neka na nshwata. Ndemo na ninja susha ilo stadium dineka. Ngabo muntu ati defo kusha ilo stadium planning kwete nini. Ala mafuka fya poa. Fya poa fya isha kuku banga ina la mkwat na fuko safi. So now that you idea, and now that you understand that if you have your baby, yeah.
Okay, and then also in terms of the where you are at the moment, you know, you've, like I said, you've built a strong reputation, and how often do you go to Chile?
Yeah. And you mentioned about how I make my songs. Last year, uli mofena pangile pofi. Kuni mboshonse shafu mine last year. Yadi ni I Love You. Eni mbona compose lepo last year. Shakai. Njishara piano upi.
You only had one song last year?
That's the only song I composed last year. I Love You. I composed le kuma last year.
So, Fewa Kuchaome, Facebook Lover, all those are old songs?
Mumutwe. There are songs I made like in 2018, 2019, 2020, somewhere there. Like Make Me Understand, Jamma 2019, yeah. Fewa Kuchaome, 2019, Sam Kadigoli, then You and I, 2020. Lost Generation, 2021. Doing give it to Akari.
How many songs do you plan to release this year?
Upon the folk to compose new music.
Okay.
Yeah, like I started in adding new music na chita nan kani. Kai defo na defo yoya in plan yona ipele fena ina in tax kiatia. Ininga na psha. Paka fene motion so na panganga shifu. So yako bati ali chitika yako bati na pangeni mbosha kari na wanto wali chipokele they love it. Na vika pona kala nshile panga fena kapangile fe mu studio kena na ile competition jande imbi program na amba fe kupanga fe akanyo. That's I Love You. Yeah. And this year, still moving forward to come back new music for people. Still I love for composer and finish.
How do you manage fame? Because you're a big name now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there's any place you can go where they don't know Chile One.
Yeah.
You know, how do you manage that? People want to come to you, take photos, whatnot. Sometimes you are tired, you're in a bad mood, you're what, but people expect you to smile, wave and take photos with them. How do you manage that?
Yeah, and I such type of you understand that nchito yandiya kuba umusha ku bantu but umeso yabo kumonekanga something, so I really need to go down mumeso yabo like nangu nina kashani nangu ndi frustrated ngabanku manje tawufile bashita understand that they're frustrated. I need to give a smile. I'm gonna, of course, because they are the same people. I respect them. They are my bosses. I always talk about that. So if they start, that's why I try by all means na ekshafye window na mupo shafye buno to alanda fe krafe na manje va na unje buksha manje shile muksha but yeah, I remember you. It's fila muntu ngale mfokwa you are with him balon falaka there's nothing different. There's nothing different with the person I was yesterday. I was just the same fun. Like feeling fun na fundi kwa wako na inobo ndumba ngana bakumanya nechika bashani. Yeah, so for you.
Do you have some specific people that you look up to in Zambian music?
I just have that thing. If you come na kofio fubali bomba, they are really doing good. No mana, they really. Zambian music is really growing. Malampanga fe, the way we bali bomba, the way they are pushing me, I'm like, okay. I think I challenge one pela kona ni fulena pushing go this area. I'm fulena stako something like this. But not really like looking up to. No.
Okay. What, tell me also, how do your days look like? So, for example, I know maybe mostly weekends you're booked, but your Monday to Friday, what characterizes most of the time? What are you doing most of the time? Are you in the studio? I don't know. Are you more social at home with family? What do you do on a regular basis?
Moving up and down, going push my feature, go studio, having some new ideas. Yeah. With other people. But didn't ngana chacha if you have a friend I pangia coffee time you go but nah today I just have to be home. Na tusha coffee ne coffee. No problem we na mori and yadi baba. Avo afita panganda but nadamba ino ndana kakaidi. Like apaso ni nakapa muni mna.
Mwe ya kunganda nombali.
Shishia kunganda ngana mapa. Na ku studio foot.
You went to record?
We work. This is our work. The less effort you are giving, the less money you get.
Oh yeah.
The more effort you put in. Baba kwa tinuma dawa jishepo mimi sushida bombo bala namba dia company dia. Akwa bati mami pele mpoto shakushaba leta na fishan. So bena bafolesha according to percentage. If you watch the month if you baka kufolesha.
Oh yeah, ma commission.
Ma commission. Povia wana music. Ngoa stisha po mpoto shivi. Imagine monthly once. Muntu foko shtavi understand nana ko. Nari kere some day. Yeah,
those guys always champotoa my lunch box here, shan. But then also the money that you're finding in Zambian music, is this the money you expected when you're starting?
No. I know there is even much money than this. There is much money than this. The less effort, the more effort, yeah.
Okay. So do you still look at yourself as an upcoming artist?
Yeah. I'm not an upcoming artist, but at the same time, I'm still an upcoming artist. And I'll forever be an upcoming artist. Reason? There's a certain level. Maybe I'm going to your level upon that. Yes, I think this is what I'm supposed to be. I don't even want to be a big artist in Zambia. I want to be a big artist all over. And to be a merchant.
gese bikamone chinyanja nesungu pano then wakale punda kamona kala kanemba kabena diamond kati Mr. Zambia whatsoever, and I'll be like yeah.
Okay, and how is the journey looking so far?
Promising. It's good and promising.
Okay. My last question to you before you leave is what would be the 5 things you would like to give to young musicians as advice? If you were to talk to the young musicians, what would you say to them?
One is stay focused. Don't nangushashupashani ukumfila if you land abantu bambi about something that you really know that this is really what I have to do. Nima obatela la bale mi boesha mwatawe esheni ko fefimbi butela lawe tapele panga sense bambo kupalanya naba kutalia bale chitabu no kuchira. You, as long as you believe in yourself and you know what you are doing is right, do it. And the second thing is, don't have peer pressure. Just because find something that you're going to be comfortable with. Yo, wachida wana bemba iti na naimba ila baimbile kwa last time ya nondo. Nena naimba pa nondo ya lastika. Awe kujua kuba super kuli nena laimbefu. If you're just not deciding, if you're not deciding what you're going to do, what you'll be doing, or decided with your life, ukalamu nave kwa tifintuna of course. Then third, remember you're important to yourself. Remember you are important to yourself. The fourth one is I think it's an andandide.
No, thank you very much for the time. Even though it was short notice, but thank you very much for making it. And I wish you all the best in your music. I hope that you accomplish your goals, your plans, to make it big in Africa. It's possible. We've seen Chef 187, do, Wakanda and whatnot. We've seen where Asympathy the Great is. And it shows that it's possible for as many artists as possible to, break through the borders. But like you said, most of that depends on your bosses, the fans.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the Zambian fans who then go and tell their friends in Botswana, or a Zambian playing a song in a taxi in Namibia or whatever, that, this guy, check him out on YouTube. And that's how it moves.
Yeah.
So otherwise, thank you very much, Chilewan, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you. I wish you all the best on that today, but still more Africa.
I know to Africa. Because remember those days, Lusaka, Copa Belt, there was no tarmac. But what if, Kamanto, Mugravel?
Yeah, imagine.
3 days, but what?
Not finished. You're going music finish change, Tuwale kumanya mamilioni yakale tatu wale kumanya pa mamilioni Zambia ale mafema 2 shani 5 shani ngawa kwanya sana ni 6 na 7
number kwa TikTok kwa shani.
It's all over, and Zambian music is really doing good. So
and I feel like also social media has even made it easier for you guys who are new on the scene, to easily, because those days you have to go and pay my radio station, mashani. But now you've got Spotify, it's got Apple Music, you've got so I think it's easier now, and I feel like it's just up to you as an individual. It's about how bad do you want it. So there are no limits really. Thank you very much to you, Chilewan, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right.